Can you imagine faking a cancer diagnosis to land a dream job as a writer for Grey's Anatomy? Well, that's what TV writer Elizabeth Finch did. Elizabeth Finch had been a fan of Grey's Anatomy since its inception. On more than one occasion, she applied for a writer's job on the show, but was passed over. In 2014, while working as a writer for the HBO vampire hit True Blood, Finch wrote an article for Elle magazine about her cancer diagnosis, chondrosarcoma, a rare form of bone cancer. This story would put her on the radar of Grey's executives and Shonda Rhimes. Eventually, it got her that dream job. It was 2015, and Finch began working on Grey's Anatomy as a writer and producer. According to published reports and the Peacock documentary Anatomy of Lies, the chondrosarcoma diagnosis and subsequent story arc of the character Dr. Catherine Avery, played by Debbie Allen, was inspired by Finch's alleged medical history. Things began to unravel for Finch in 2022 when her estranged wife Jennifer Beyer contacted Disney and Shonda Rhimes with information that she'd uncovered about Finch's past. Finch was reportedly uncooperative, refusing to show any type of proof that her illness was genuine. In March of 2022, she was placed on administrative leave, and then she formally resigned. Now, it's since come out that, Finch lied about more than just her cancer diagnosis. Other fabrications include a kidney transplant that never happened and choosing her chemo treatments over continuing with a pregnancy. Finch once tweeted that she helped clean up her friend's remains from the floor following the Tree of Life synagogue massacre in Pittsburgh. She even lied about the self-inflicted death of her abusive brother, who turns out is alive and well living in Florida. Now, eventually, Finch came clean and admitted that she'd lied about her personal and her medical history. Finch says that she'd not had any form of cancer and that she taped a catheter to her arm and shaved her head to appear as though she was undergoing chemotherapy. But why? Well, the reason behind the lies, Finch said in an interview, that she did it for support and attention. According to the Anatomy of Lies documentary, many of Finch's personal and medical claims were actually those of her estranged wife, Jennifer Beyer, which Finch lifted and used as her own. Following the release of the documentary on October 15th, Finch once again apologized to everyone affected by her lies, especially her estranged wife, Jennifer Beyer. All told, during her time at Grey's Anatomy, Elizabeth Finch wrote 13 episodes and produced 172 episodes. While her contributions to the show were significant, the revelation of her deceit has definitely overshadowed her work. So what are your thoughts on all this? Were you aware of the Elizabeth Finch story? She said she's trying to make it back into the television business. Is there a chance? Comment below, and for a really deep dive into everything that I just talked about, I suggest watching the Peacock documentary Anatomy of Lies. It's fascinating stuff.